Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals. This is Paul Acevedo of Windows Central, here with a video review of the Razer BlackWidow X Chroma keyboard. That's this bottom keyboard here. The BlackWidow X line is a spin-off of the regular Razer BlackWidow line, which originated a few years ago. It's fair to say that the BlackWidow X is a slightly slimmed down version of the BlackWidow Chroma. The BlackWidow itself is currently Razer's top-of-the-line mechanical keyboard. You can see it includes 5 macro keys. It has audio input jacks on the side so you can plug a headset or speakers directly into it. And it has a USB pass-through port. So the BlackWidow Chroma is really nice. It retails for $169.99. The Razer BlackWidow X Chroma, on the other hand, does not have those hotkeys, nor does it have audio inputs on the side or USB pass-through. So Razer has cut out a few of those bells and whistles for this keyboard, but it does retail for $10 less. What makes the BlackWidow X itself special, besides that it is a very high-quality mechanical keyboard, is that it no longer has a top plate here around the keys. All the keys stand completely free of the keyboard with nothing around them. They just float above the keyboard. Let's pop one of these keys off. It doesn't come with a key removal tool. Razer keyboards don't, unfortunately. But being that this is a mechanical keyboard, all of the keys and micro switches are replaceable. So here it is with the WASD keys removed. You can see every key has its own individual light, and because this is a Chroma keyboard, they can all be colored independently of each other. This is Razer's feature where they allow you to customize the colors from 16 million different colors. And you can do some really cool lighting effects, which we'll look at in a moment. The keys just snap back on. By default, the BlackWidow X uses Razer's proprietary micro switches. Most mechanical keyboards go with the Cherry MX switches, which are the standard for mechanical keyboard switches. Razer has designed its own micro switches, which it claims are superior for gaming purposes compared to Cherry's. I can tell you that they are very nice to type on, and they do play great with games. By default, the keyboard's lights are all green, but you can customize them as you like using the downloadable Razer Synapse software. Like other Razer products, you have to use Synapse to set up the different features, and your settings are all stored on the cloud, which has its ups and downs. Some people don't like that they can't store the settings locally on the device itself, on the keyboard, and that is unfortunate. But as long as you're running Razer Synapse, which is honestly a pretty decent program, then everything will work as intended. Now I've got the lights off so we can look at the different effects. Here we have the breathing effect where the light pulses up and down between either 1 or 2 colors. I've got it set to go with blue and pink, the Windows Central colors. Now here's reactive, in which the keys light up when you touch them. This is just the default green color. I think reactive is a really cool looking effect, particularly in the dark. Here's spectrum cycling, where it just goes between all the different colors of the spectrum. Naturally, you can adjust the speed of the cycling. One thing to note is that because this doesn't have a shell around the keys, the light is more diffuse. It doesn't all just extend upward from the keyboard. Instead, the light spreads out horizontally more than normal. Here's the starlight effect, in which the lights move around in a seemingly random pattern. Here's wave, in which waves of color move around the keyboard. This is always a really pretty effect. This is ripple. Light ripples out from wherever you hit the keys. You can customize it with any single color here. And then we go back to static, and here you can see I've customized some of the keys to be Windows Central Pink and the rest to be Windows Central Blue. I think it's a really cool effect. On the more expensive BlackWidow Chroma, the caps lock and num lock lights are actually kind of hard to see. But here they just show up as simple green LEDs, which might not actually match your pattern, but they're much more easy to see than on the nicer keyboard, so that's a nice little improvement. Here on the back of the keyboard, you can see it has these notches cut into the keyboard. They go all the way along the side and one straight up. And these are interesting because it allows you to select in which direction the braided USB cable extends from the keyboard. If you want it to come out of the back, like with most keyboards, there it is. But you can also snap the cable into whichever direction you want. This is called cable routing. That way, if for some reason your setup really needs the cable to come out of a specific direction to not be in the way, you can set it up that way. So that is a nice little feature. The most interesting thing about the BlackWidow X is that it doesn't have that normal top piece of plastic that would be here surrounding the keys. So that really does mean that the keys stick up farther than they would normally do on a keyboard. The difference is only by a few millimeters, but it does take a little bit of getting used to because you're used to your hands fitting the keyboard in a certain way, and the keys are just a little bit higher. Note also that this keyboard really has no wrist rest. Even the BlackWidow Chroma has a tiny wrist rest right here, but they've reduced the footprint of the keyboard, which is good in its way, but it's bad if you're a touch typist because you really don't have any kind of support for your wrist there. Now if you want a top-of-the-line BlackWidow keyboard, you have your choice between the BlackWidow X Chroma here and the regular BlackWidow Chroma, which costs $10 more. I would say that the reason to get this one over the higher price model is simply an aesthetic choice, because you're losing out on a few features like the USB pass-through, audio inputs, and the macro keys, but you're getting a really distinctive, almost Art Deco visual design for your keyboard. It's not a loud design at all. This is still a subtle keyboard, and you can have the lighting be as subtle as you want, or as flashy as you want, or you can just turn the lights off. I'm personally really fond of the way the keys look floating above the keyboard like this. It's just something you don't see very often, and it helps this keyboard stand out from Razer's other keyboards, even if the name BlackWidow X is awfully similar to BlackWidow. It makes it hard to tell these things apart. Just keep in mind that this model is only $10 less than the nicer model by default, and you're passing up a few little nice features to get the aesthetic design here. I've been using this keyboard for a couple of weeks. I adjusted to the slightly different shape and feel of the keyboard, and I've come to really love it for both typing and gaming. Thanks for watching, guys. Read our full review of the Razer BlackWidow X Chroma keyboard at windowscentral.com. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.